Okay, you ready, Mousy?
Yay! Oh my gosh, she's jiggling. That's so cute.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my gosh. It's the cutest girl in the world.
It literally is. Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to Press ESC. I'm here with Lisa, my co-host, and we have a very, I know I always say we have a special guest, but like literally very special guest today. We have IronMouse, and I wish we could see, so right now we can see her on a TV
on
over there.
What do you mean she's in the room with you right now?
But she is.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Let me introduce, okay. This is gonna be a very informative episode because Lisa also learned a lot about VTubing, doing research on IronMouse.
I did. I spent the last week researching VTubing documentaries, what a VTuber is, and I wanted in your Wikipedia and I was like, what is everything that IronMouse has done? Because we followed each other a couple years ago. I don't know if you remember that, but I did a deep dive and it's just so interesting how you're navigating the space, how you're dominating it. So I'm really excited. I love your avatar. I love like just the design aspect. Yeah, the design aspect of VTubing is very interesting to me. I tried learning it before the episode, but I'm like, this is so hard. I give up because you can do it on your Procreate.
I could give you a crash course. I could give you a crash course.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have so many questions, Mouse.
do.
Like, we're so excited.
Okay.
But first, I should introduce, Mouse is a VTuber. She is also a singer, okay? She also has new songs coming out. She does singing streams. I've been there, I watched. I'm such a fan. I'm so excited to have you, Mouse. You don't understand.
She does opera. She's also an opera singer.
Okay.
Does everything under the sun. Oh my gosh.
Literally everything. Mouse, your story is so incredible. Can we just start from literally out the womb, your life?
When you were born in Puerto Rico to now.
When I was born.
Yes.
Well, I was born to my mom.
Yay! Just mom.
To my mom and dad. To my mom and dad. And, you know, I don't know. It's so weird. Oh my God. Nobody ever asked me, hey, so talk to me about when you were born.
Oh, wait, really? Nobody has ever done that?
I find it so interesting.
It's like, you know, I think like usually people just like, so the VTubing thing, tell me about that. You know what I mean?
No.
We're
not
so
us.
curious about
not
just
us.
how you got into it. You know, like what led you to becoming a VTuber? How'd you learn about it? Just because it definitely works. Obviously, we're going to talk about your medical condition. And I feel like you becoming a VTuber it's helped so many people. It's inspiring. There's so much to talk about.
There's different aspects that I'm very interested in your life. For example, prior to becoming a VTuber, you also wanted to become an opera singer. So I was wondering myself, like, when you wanted to be an opera singer, did you see yourself going to like the prestigious opera houses in France or Italy singing like La Boheme? I think I'm saying that wrong, but I'm just like, can we talk about that?
Like I was a classically trained opera singer, and that was my dream. My dream was to become an opera singer. It's funny because when I was a kid, I saw the movie The Fifth Element, and I saw the blue alien like singing opera, and that was what inspired me to become an opera singer. I was like, I want to be that alien. And then like as I grew up, I was like, wait, I don't want to be an alien. I want to be a singer. So
wait, you're so cute.
It's so funny.
I know, right?
She wants to be the alien. Wait, you could still become an opera singer.
Yeah.
I've heard those pipes, girl. I've watched those streams.
I've watched them too. Like the juxtaposition of how cute your voice sounds when you're on stream to when you do opera is so different. Like just the way that your voice works is so interesting to me.
Oh my God, you guys are so sweet. What the fuck?
Oh,
dude,
thank you, dude. Yeah.
Now, see,
God,
I'm literally every time we get to game together, I get so excited. It's like a challenge.
Is it? Wait, what games do you guys play together?
We
gotta play Marvel Rivals.
Fortnite phase, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Please tell me you're getting into Marvel Rivals. Oh my God, I'm so addicted right now.
I just hit silver today.
Oh my God,
that's
silver
a big
too.
deal.
I'm just saying, it's the first game that I ever like. I've never played competitive in any game. Never. I'm very like averse to competition. I don't like it. So I was like, I'm never gonna rank competitively in any game. And then I was like, well, I'm ranking in Marvel Rivals.
It is so much fun. Okay, that's it. We're playing later today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be everything you said. It was like ADHD
It's
core.
right up
it
my
feeds
alley.
everything in your brain.
And like you feel good, like you feel the progress, and it's instant cues. It's so much fun.
True.
So after opera singing, how did that catapult into you doing VTubing? Were your friends and family supportive of this journey going into it?
Okay, so like I said, I was gonna become an opera singer, but unfortunately, due to my health, I had to drop out of school, and I couldn't continue all the stuff that I wanted to do. So I got really sick, and I lost my voice for like a year, and I got very very ill to the point where I was really terrified, and it was I got really lonely because I had to isolate myself most of the time, and I was in the hospital a lot, and I'm sorry if this is like really like
Oh my God, please don't apologize, because we deal with just like I dated somebody for a long time that had an autoimmune. I know immune deficiency, autoimmune is different. And I know how mentally, physically taxing it could be on your body. Like you wake up and I don't know if this is the same for you, but my partner was in chronic pain. So it's just like every day just feels, you don't need to apologize for it because you literally can't control it. You can't control it.
Every day. It was tough. It was very hard for me. Cause you basically have to like learn how to live your life like a different way all over again, and it's like something that you can't control. So it's like all these things were changing in my life, and I had to like, completely like alter my way of living and try to protect myself and like be as careful as possible. And I was getting sick so much where it's like, oh my God, like I didn't even recognize who I was anymore. And
I'm so
I was
sorry
just
about
like,
that.
I completely like lost myself for quite a long time, and I didn't know anything about myself. My brain was just focused on surviving, and my brain was just focused on, okay, well, as long as I'm still here, it's gonna be okay, it's fine. But I was already like to the point where I thought I was never gonna do anything in my life. I was never gonna get anything done. I wasn't gonna be a normal adult. I wasn't ever gonna have responsibilities because my responsibility was just laying in a bed all day and being sick. And then I got diagnosed with CVID, and because it took a really long time for me to get diagnosed, because a lot of times with like primary immune disease, they oftentimes go unnoticed because there's so many symptoms that doctors just don't know what the fuck to do with you, and they're like, oh well, I guess you just have this, and I guess you just have that. So it was like a lot of years of me just like kind of like not knowing what the fuck was wrong with me. And I can curse, right?
Oh yes, we say
okay.
fuck shit, yeah.
I mean, we've talked about a lot of stuff on this podcast. Don't you worry about. You can do whatever you want.
You can literally say whatever you want. We don't care.
Okay.
We welcome it.
So I was just like, I was at a point where it's like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong, and then I got diagnosed, and I was like, oh well, I know what's wrong with me, so everything's gonna be okay. But everything was not okay.
Oh, babe, I'm so sorry about that.
It was not okay. But after a while, the issues was I couldn't afford like things, and it was just a lot of like struggle and a lot of like waiting for approval on things and waiting to get like my medication on time and waiting to get this, and I had to like pick and choose what like I could get because my two parents were like, oh God, it's just a lot of sadness and a lot of garbage.
I understand because when it comes to having an autoimmune or immune deficiency, am I saying that right? Immunodeficiency?
Yeah.
Immunodeficiency, there's a long wait time for when you do want to get a diagnosis. And I saw online that there's around 6 million people that do have like immunodeficiency or autoimmune disorder, but 85% of them don't know that they have it just because it's so severely undiagnosed. And those wait times, like I'm gonna just go on a tangent too, because I dated somebody who had ankylosing spondylitis and rheumatoid arthritis, and he told me, are you familiar with that is?
Yeah, it's very painful.
It's very painful, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. I didn't have it, but I just had I was dating somebody who did have it.
I just empathize with anybody who has chronic conditions, because I just like, even though it's not like what I have, like I completely get like the struggle.
Yes, and the struggle it's every day. You wake up and he was very depressed. It doesn't only affect you physically, but mentally. And so basically with autoimmune, it's like your body, your healthy cells and organs are attacking itself. I know for yours, you don't. Can you explain immunodeficiency more? Because I feel like I know surface level, but I don't
I have
think...
CVID. I have CVID, which is common variable immune deficiency disease. So basically, my body doesn't produce antibodies to fight off infections. So unlike autoimmune, where autoimmune is like your immune system is like overreactive and it attacking itself, my soldiers don't want to work.
Oh,
How dare they?
I know, how dare they not want to work?
They don't want to work. It's bad.
So you get sick very easily.
Yeah.
It's probably very difficult to leave home because
Yeah.
there's a lot of germs out there and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So So I was wondering, what changes did you have to make to accommodate to your CVID? It's not CVID, right? It's CVID.
It could be called C. You could call it CVID if you want to.
Okay.
But it's CVID.
I don't know if I don't want to offend the community.
You could say anything. You could say anything. It's fine. You're not gonna offend me.
Okay, but like
But,
what are some accommodations you have to make? Because I imagine there's like medications that you have to take now.
Oh, boy.
How often is that?
What is your like daily routine with taking medication, and like do you plan it around like your stream schedule? Because you do stream a lot.
It's true. It's true. My whole life is like based around my medicine schedule. Well, especially when it first started. When I first started streaming, I could only stream for like 1 to 2 hours, and I was just like this is gonna sound. I was so embarrassed to like take meds like on stream or to let anybody know that anything was wrong with me, which is part of the reason why I became a VTuber in the first place. Because I remember watching people stream and I'm like, man, that seems like so much fun, and I really wanted to make friends. I was very, very lonely from isolating and like from being sick all the time and not being able to, connect with people. So I was like, man, I just really want to make friends, maybe like start streaming and like maybe get to know people, have like five people around, and we could just like stream and just like, talk shit and just have fun. And I realized very quickly when I was about to start streaming that I did not want to be on camera because I have medical devices on me. I have I'm on oxygen, and I have a port in my chest, so like you see stuff. Yeah, do you know what a port is?
I don't know what that is.
Wait, I didn't know you had a port.
I do. I've had a port for years. I've had it for a long time now. It's basically a medical device that they surgically implant in your chest. Yeah. And it's like a catheter that goes into your heart, and then the medication goes directly into your heart.
Oh wow! And you're presently wearing that every single day.
Yeah, I'm on
it's like
medicine
part of
every
you.
day.
It's part of you.
It's literally like embedded
Yeah, I'm like a
in
cyborg.
your body.
A lot of times, like, it's typically used for people who are on medication all the time, but also for cancer patients, because you can't get chemo in like your normal veins because your veins are very weak, so you get it through your port. But I get it because I'm basically on like IV antibiotics and like IVIG, which is my immunoglobulin therapy for my condition.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which I get every week.
Oh, every week.
Every week.
I know Did you say hemoglobin?
No, I get IVIG, which is like it's the P part of the blood.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's the yellow stuff that looks like liquid gold or pee.
I have seen that before on TikTok, I think, when I was just researching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I was learning about CVID, I read the debilitating effects that it has on people, especially when they don't know they're diagnosed with it. Is this why it's so important for you to talk about it on your streams? I know that you you worked with the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and then you
Lots of charities.
Yeah, lots of charities. Raised 100K, and then you talk about donating plasma. Is this why it's so important to you?
It's very important to me because this disease, like, it's changed my life. It's basically altered everything in my life and affected every aspect of my life. So at first, when I first started streaming, like I said, I was very like nervous. I didn't want to talk about it, and just like why I became a VTuber, because I just didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want people to the first thing they saw was a sick person. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
want that to
understand that.
be. I just wanted people to see me for me, and to see a character, and and not see, oh shit, that's a sick girl. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? And like ask like all the time. So I never talked about it first, and I hid it for a long time. Like a lot of the people that like first started watching me in my community like didn't even know that I had anything wrong with me. And it wasn't until like it got to the point where I couldn't hide it anymore, because like you can hear the machines and you can hear stuff and you can hear like things. And a few times I got like really sick and I like disappeared, and people were like, where did Iron Mouse go? Where is she?
Oh,
and
babe.
I had to be like, so guys, about that, I have a condition.
Oh, wait.
You
How long
know?
did it take for you to say that on a stream? Like, how long did you keep it a secret that you have CVID?
Oof. So I've been streaming. I've been streaming 7 years.
Oh.
Going on 8. So it took me. I think I started like openly talking about it in like 2020. Like
Oh,
20
like
yeah,
4
like 20
years ago, almost
Oh,
5.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I was just like really like scared.
Oh, but I bet you felt like a sense of relief now that your community knows something that you have to deal with every day. And you can spread
Yeah,
awareness about it. And you've
Mhm.
helped so many people. You've helped other creators talk about it and raise awareness about it. I saw that CDawg said something about like, I don't know, I was reading your Wikipedia and they
yeah.
said that he was talking
Yeah,
about it.
he
I was
does
like, oh,
these
period.
auctions in support of this as well. And
Does
It's
he?
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
you
crazy.
guys are
Aw.
like best friends. I do want to know how you guys became friends when you guys
Yeah.
met, because like you guys even did a stream yesterday together going shopping, and
Oh,
I
really?
just like I love how much Connor just like supports you. So like, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, well, it's so funny because like I used to watch like his videos and his podcast from time to time, and I remember one day I don't know how it happened, but he like DM'd me, and he DM'd me on Twitter, and he was like, I like your content, keep it up. And I'm like, what the fuck? He knows
Keep it
that I
up.
exist. Huh?
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, and then like somebody on my stream was like, hey, CDawg like mentioned you on the podcast, and I'm like, he did? And then and I went to go look, and he was like, he like talked about how like he would lurk watch me, and I'm just like, what the fuck, you're lurking in my streams, you freak. What's wrong with
He's
you?
a fan. He's a fan.
He's just like me for reals, always lurking in the shadows.
Lurking. And then like we just started talking, and it was like one of those things where it's like, do you ever feel like you meet somebody and like you've known them all your life, but also like
Oh,
That's me
It
with
was-
Lisa.
I know. That's us
it's
together.
so crazy.
It's the best.
Crazy. It was like instant connection from the get. Like, and then he asked me to like, he asked me if like I was ever like interested in like streaming and whatever. And then we didn't talk for like a month because I got like, I was just like, I don't know what happened to me. I was just like, I got really busy and I got like nervous, I guess, or whatever. But then like he asked me to be in one of his videos, and we had like our first like call, and it was just like we ended up talking for like 4 hours, and I'm just like,
Oh my
what
gosh.
the fuck?
Aw.
Dude, that's the best when you can have like, you don't even keep track of time. You just have these
A
long
good
conversations.
time spending time together. And it's
Yeah.
just casual, and
Aw.
there's no
Yeah.
pressure, just like a good connection. That's
It
so
was
sweet.
it was really nice, and it's just like, and ever since then, it's like we've been talking like every day ever since, and
Every
we're
day?
just like besties, and we talk every day, and it's just really nice, and I think it's just crazy. It just really like touches my heart that like since we met, like every time he does an event and there's like a charity aspect, he always raises money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, no matter what.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, what the heck? That's so sweet, and it's just it's just very, he's just very passionate about the cause as much as I am, and it's just, I don't even know.
No, yeah. Do you find it easy to make friends in the VTubing space or just in the streamer space in general?
It's okay, so it's hard and easy at the same time because
Oh,
like
tell us
I'm-
about that.
I'm an extrovert. I'm very extroverted.
Ooh, I
girl,
love that.
You are. I feel like you do such a good job just yapping. You're a yapper, which I
I just
really
love yapping. I love
empathize
meeting
with and
people.
appreciate.
But I think it's because it's like, so I've always been an extrovert, but like my life has forced me to become introverted because I've had to like
Aw.
isolate and like be like removed and like not be able to hang out. Like I can't really like go out and like hang out with friends and stuff. So it's like I've had to be like introverted, right? And but I'm an extreme extrovert. It's crazy.
Extreme.
Extreme. It's pretty bad. Like if I
Wait,
meet
really?
somebody, I
Wait,
just
why
want
is
to be
that
friends
bad?
with them.
Well, because she can't go out.
Oh, yeah,
like she
yeah,
really,
that
really
is
wants to be
true.
able to like.
Yeah,
go
so like
out
streaming
and-
scratched that itch for me. So now it's like I could talk to a lot of people, but it's like it's kind of hard though because now I get worried because like it's not worried. It's more like I don't know. I feel like sometimes I get like nervous. I don't know. I get like nervous talking to people sometimes too because
Why do you get
I don't know.
nervous?
I don't know. I like talking to people a lot, but it I just don't want people to like get weirded out by me. Does that make
Oh
any
my
sense? I don't know.
That makes sense.
I feel like I'm a lot.
Is it because like there's like this? Is there a stigma with like being a VTuber? Like, what is the most common misconception of like being a VTuber? Like, do people
Yeah.
think that you're weird
Yeah.
right off the rip because like you're an anime character? Like they just probably judge.
Yeah.
Like, what was your first thought? I mean, you love anime, so this
Oh, I
probably
love
wasn't
anime.
even-
I was looking at IronMouse. I was looking at her avatar and I was like, I love the color pink so much. She's so pink. She's
My
got
favorite
big
color.
boobs. I love everything about like I'm not even trying to blaze you. It's like the streamer term, but I'm just like, this is a cute like it's giving. But that was my first thought. But I'm kind of a positive person when it comes to like I
just
don't
being more welcoming
I'm
to
very
things that you
welcoming to-
don't know about.
Yeah, I've
right?
dipped my toes in a lot of lifestyles, so
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not-
a
probably
lot of
not the
people
best
that are
person to
just
ask.
like they're just very like they don't like new things or like they find things weird. So
Afraid
it's,
of new things.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the unknown.
So it's like the first
You're not
common
weird.
misconception is that I'm a man. You know that I'm a man or like that's the first thing I hear all the time that I'm a
Wait,
man using a
really?
voice
Yeah.
changer. Yeah, it's just kind of stupid.
It's dumb. I was just gonna say that's dumb.
It's
like
stupid.
it's so late. It's such a lazy thought. It's
Yeah,
such a
like
lazy
be
insult.
original, like something we haven't heard before.
Exactly.
Well,
right?
it's like it got pretty bad recently because like y'all, do you guys know like on Twitter how it's like those stupid ass steak accounts, those rage bait accounts?
Oh, you got some more to
Girl,
say about that,
I know
girlfriend.
you know.
Oh,
I know
girl,
you know.
you know I know.
I
And
know you know.
you know.
And I'm
I've
like,
seen
girl,
the stuff that you've been going through as well. And
Wait, what is the stuff? Can you say that? Because
this
I don't
like
know.
rage bait account posted saying that a hacker like found out that I was an Indian man and people were like believing it. And I'm just like,
Wait.
it's just they straight up will lie to get the most views and clicks as possible on these posts because it's sponsored by steak and they make money off of the more engagement it has. So people will just straight up be so disingenuous about what they're saying for money.
Yeah.
And people will eat it up. They just like
It's
will
true.
believe whatever they see on the internet and stuff. And Mouse has been going through the same thing because like she had she just did a month-long subathon breaking the world record for subs for a female.
Congrats.
Held it for a
Congrats.
couple months before Kai Cenat came back. But it's a huge accomplishment. And then people
know.
see that and they're
Thank you.
like, oh, how can this why a VTuber? Like what is that?
Yeah, it's
Why
very-
do they have the most subs? And they don't understand. And they're not some people are just not accepting of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that spike of negativity after you broke that record?
it's crazy because I wish I could say, oh yeah, it started after that, but it actually started like after the Game Awards, when I won the Creator of the Year.
Oh,
So it's been
yeah.
like nonstop, like after that happened, and it got worse after the subathon. So it was pretty bad to the point where it's like I couldn't go on any of like my socials. I couldn't go on TikTok. I couldn't
Oh,
go.
babe, I'm so
on-
sorry about that.
It was just constant like hate comments everywhere, and I was like, oh my god, people need to calm the fuck down.
It's really not that serious, but I think people
Yeah.
just like they just are ride or dies for their favorite streamers, and they
Yeah.
just, especially when it comes to award shows, like they just hate everything that's
Oh my
not their favorite
gosh.
streamer. But
Holy
listen,
shit.
Mousy, like you being in the position that you are, and you were just bringing so much awareness to what VTubing is. And you know what? We should actually talk about VTubing. Like, can you also tell us about VShojo and how you joined and stuff?
Yeah.
VShojo started.
Mhm.
Actually, my friend approached me to join. My friend Project Melody. I don't know if you guys know her. She's really really cute, but she was like the first like adult VTuber, like adult content VTuber doing like streaming on
Oh, she's so
The-
cute.
She's so cute.
Oh my gosh, she's
the
adorable.
most wholesome person you will ever meet in your life. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. You wouldn't even guess that she's like an adult star.
The spicy content.
Yes. You
Wait,
wouldn't
spicy
even guess.
content?
Yeah,
Ooh.
she does.
Spicy
She
content.
does
Wait.
spicy content, and it's like,
Okay.
but like when she's on stream
This
on
is
Twitch,
like how?
she doesn't even curse. It's crazy.
Oh, really? That's awesome, though. I
Yeah,
love
she's so
that.
sweet. She's so sweet. She's like, oh, frick, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so sweet.
And then there's some lewd pics.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
then
God,
and she's very
everything.
passionate about her craft and it's so cute. But she approached me to join VShojo. She's like, hey, would you like to join this? I think you'd be a really good fit. And I was really scared. I was scared because I was like, oh, I don't know if I would ever. The first thought in my brain like the first thought that I had was, oh, well, I'm a sick person. I can't join a fucking company.
Oh my God, you're
I'm
so hard on yourself.
I know you are.
I was like,
really
well, I
are.
can't join a company. I can't hold a job. Am I crazy? But then I'll never forget that she came to me and we became really good friends. And she was like, I just want to make sure that you're good and I want to take care of you and I want you to do well and I want you to succeed.
Aw.
And I just want you to live out your dreams. And that like really stuck with me to have like somebody say that to me, that I met and we just connected off the bat too, and it was just like, wow, that's very sweet of her to say. And I remember I was really scared, but I did it, and I'm really glad that I joined.
Yeah, so you took
Yeah.
that chance and you
You
joined.
did.
Oh
I
my
did,
God.
I did.
Is the VShojo, that am I pronouncing it right? VShojo.
Yeah, VShojo.
VShojo.
So I think it's the top like VTuber like company, right? Is it pretty
Oh.
competitive in the space? Like, is this like the one that everyone's like trying to join? Because I feel like there's a ton of VTubers, right?
Yeah, there
There's
are.
a lot of
Like, so is it like a
VTubers.
normal thing for VTubers to join like a group?
Well, it's not. I mean, it is and it isn't. There's a lot of indies. There's a lot of independent VTubers out there, but there's also other VTuber agencies. It's not just VShojo. I think the biggest one has to be Hololive, which is from Japan.
Oh.
That's true.
Yeah. So Hololive in Japan, we have like Nijisanji, we have Phase Connect, we have so many other different VTuber agencies. But VShojo is like one of the first like US based
Yeah.
agencies,
yeah.
and we've been going strong for a while. And we do have a lot of people wanting to join. Our process is a bit different. I feel like every agency has like a different process for joining. Whereas like for VShojo, what's unique about us is that we can get people to join, and we don't have them like create like a new character. So like a lot of agencies, like you'll have to audition to get in, and
Yeah.
they assign you a character. Like you help develop like a new character, and you have a new persona. And you
Oh,
basically like are
wow.
playing like a new character. But for us, we have taken like people who are already in the community and just it's like we ask them to join us basically. It's kind of like an invitation system.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
That does
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sense.
That's
Yeah.
so
But we
interesting.
also have had like people join through audition, and we recently had auditions previously where I think we're taking more indies. But like we had a wave debut, a wave. Oh my god, I'm calling it a wave. We had a Japanese group debut under VShojo, so VShojo JP, and those were like completely new VTubers that like no one's ever like met before, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I was curious, so is every single VTuber entirely faceless, especially the ones that are like more established? Like, is it normal
No.
to really?
Oh, really?
So there are VTubers that are still considered VTubers, but they also show their face.
Oh, I
Like,
see.
Yeah.
is that like shunned upon? Like,
Yeah,
are they
how do you-
accepted as a
It's
VTuber if they show
criticized,
their
but
face?
It's criticized?
there's like two different sections of like the fan base. Basically, there's people who are very anti face showing. I like to call it flesh streaming. So there's a lot of people that are
I'm a flesh
What?
streamer.
Oh my god.
anti-flesh
that's so
streamer.
funny.
I'm so fleshy.
yeah, they don't like fleshies. They don't like them at all. But then there's another section where it's like they really don't give a shit. They don't care. So we actually have somebody that does a lot of both. Kai Cenat, she's in VShojo. So my friend Kai Cenat, she does face camming, but she also does VTubing. And she started off as just VTubing, and now she does both.
And then she did a face reveal.
Oh.
She did do a face reveal. She does a lot of face camming, and she's very, very, very beautiful. Contrary to popular belief, every VTuber that I've ever seen their face, they're fucking gorgeous. I just don't. I don't understand how so many gorgeous people get into VTubing, and it's just like, where are all these beautiful people coming from? What the fuck?
That's so
it's so crazy.
sweet.
That is. So what are the common misconceptions that people have towards VTubers that you're just like, why do you think about this? What is this?
One, I'm a man. Two, I must be hiding something that's why I wouldn't show my face. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Three, I have a voice changer, which is not. Unfortunately, this is my voice.
Unfortunately, I know it's not at all. You have such a cute voice.
No. Your voice is so unique. It's so good for voice acting and singing, and it just like it matches your model so well. Like, I love it. It's so
good for voice acting. Somebody hire me, please. I'm begging you.
Oh,
yeah,
girl, I got you.
Guys, hire. I know exactly.
In the future, if I ever have an animation come out,
You know,
I'll hit
talking
you up.
about flesh
you will.
streaming. Have you guys ever thought about becoming VTubers? I can help if you need.
I have thought about it
Ooh.
before.
Have you?
We should get you a VTuber model.
I've thought about it. I thought it would be so nice to, like, those days where I just like don't want to show my face, because usually I just don't stream. Like if I'm having a really bad day, or like I don't want to do my makeup, or if I have I have eczema on my face, so sometimes I just like want to have no makeup so my eczema could clear up a little bit. And so I just like, I can imagine, like, man, it would be so nice to have like a, like a VTube model where I can just be faceless for a little bit.
How would your VTube model look like? What some
what
like
would
anime
you
characters
be?
like would model it after? Who do you find
my
hot?
gosh.
Would you have big boobs?
Absolutely. I would want to have like some honkers. I literally would want to, I want to be like just a version of me. I would want to be a creature, I think.
A creature?
Yeah.
Ooh, because I know that
I
mouse.
say I'm a rabbit.
Yeah.
I give rabbit vibes.
You do.
No, don't
You do, like bunny. You be a
my
bunny
God,
girl.
like a
I would be a
demon
bunny girl, I
rabbit.
think. Yeah, I would be such a rabbit.
Wait, that's what they call rabies. Rabbit? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Sometimes my community is called the rabies, so I guess we just give off
rabies?
rodent vibes. Yeah.
She's giving
Then
rat.
you could be a rabbit. It'll be so cute. I could help you become a rabbit. You'll be
Oh
so
my gosh,
adorable.
you're inspiring me so
You
much.
should
I
do
feel
it.
like it'd be so much fun. Okay,
Well,
Macy,
I'm already turning multiple people into VTubers. I'm turning Jack into a VTuber.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's starting a cult. She's starting a
I
VTubing
am.
cult, and you're gonna be part of it.
Listen,
my
my
God, wait, that
goal
would be
is to
so
turn
fun.
everybody into a VTuber.
And I think it would also help normalize it as well.
It would.
Just like seeing like, oh, your favorite. I loved your collab that you did with Kai, where you had him as a VTuber.
I was so fucking funny.
Oh my
I'm
God.
glad that he like had you on and showed like gave
Yeah.
you your flowers, because you also inspired him to donate a portion of his revenue to a charity as well.
Yeah, that
which
was really
so
cool.
inspiring. What
That
was it
was
like
really,
meeting
really cool.
him? How was that
he's
like?
really
Yeah.
nice. He's really nice. I feel like our energy like matched like pretty well. It's pretty crazy because he's like really chaotic and so am I. And he's a really, really nice guy. Very, very kind. And I was just having a blast just watching him enjoy being a VTuber for the amount of time. Because to me, I love turning people into VTubers because I feel like there's no greater joy to me than seeing somebody connect with their VTuber model for the first time. Because there's always a special moment when you get the model and you're in it and you're piloting it and you realize,
feel like
oh
the
shit, that's
Because it's like I know that some people, they really feel like they're characters, but I also saw when I was studying VTubers, they also like role playing into this persona. Like Beyonce likes being Sasha Fierce. She turns into Sasha Fierce when she does concerts. So I'm like, would you say that your model, IronMouse, is a persona or a role play, or is this like, this is me as IronMouse?
Well, I have a persona. I have like I have a character. I am a character one. But when I'm on stream, like I usually like skirt the line between like character me and me. And so I have lore and I have like all this stuff. Like I have videos of like my story thus far and everything that's going on. So IronMouse is just like a stage name kind of. Cause like
How
my
did you come
character,
up with the name?
Yeah, because
it's so good.
it's a Sailor Moon character.
It's a what character?
It's a Sailor Moon character.
It is. I did. No, it is a Sailor Moon. Oh, this is a magical girl right here.
Wait, is that like have you had any like copyright issues with that?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Oh my god. It just like fits you like to a T. It's brilliant.
You're succubus, right? Or are you Satan?
I'm not. I am Satan. It's true. Yeah.
Okay. So I did have a question about that.
Yeah, my character is Satan. I know it sounds scary. But so my lore is I was, I'm Satan, so I was an angel, and I went against like the god in my universe, which is God, and he struck me down and locked me in a Pandora's box in hell. And then Booby, my butler / like demon partner, friend, pal, came and rescued me, and he wanted to take over hell, but when he unleashed me out of the box, he realized that I was more powerful than him, and I took his powers, and I took over hell instead, and he's been like basically like begrudgingly like serving me this whole time. And then I got bored of basically being like the queen of hell, and I came to Earth, and I discovered streaming, and I became a streamer. So that's like the lore of my character.
That is, someone make this into an anime right now. I love that.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Is there like overlapping lores with other VTubers?
Yeah.
There is.
Like,
I actually have
really?
overlapping
so
lore
fun.
with
That is so
people
fun.
in
That is so
VShojo.
fun.
I have overlapping lore with people in VShojo, and we have a video series on YouTube right now called VShojo Mythos, where it's basically like different like installments of like the story that's been happening, and it's pretty crazy. It's cute. It's really really cute.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I know, right? You're just a hot, dark overlord.
Have you had any do you think having like the devil and the succubus vibe and all of that, do you think it's affected your brand with like some people that are like afraid of that? Like, do you think it's deterred some people?
It's crazy that so far I haven't, but like we were talking about earlier with the bait accounts, there was a rage bait account that posted a thing talking about how I was like doing like a demonic summoning during my performance at the Streamer Awards, and then people were like,
saw that. That's why I wanted to ask, because like I wonder what like normies think like when they see like this anime character that has like devil horns and stuff.
That's the first time I ever encountered any sort of like anti like demon stuff, because typically for the most part no one has ever given a shit that like I was a demon, or like me saying I'm Satan. I usually get people laughing, or like people just think it's funny. But for the first time I like experienced like people being like genuinely like scared,
actually
and
worried,
like upset.
Like they're worried that you're like possessed or something.
I'm like curious, do you like ever practice Satanism or like dark magic?
No, I'm from a Catholic. My parents are Catholic.
Oh,
so I feel like the reason why
I wouldn't judge you.
I have like this connection with like this sort of thing is because like growing up like in a Catholic house, I had to go to like Sunday school and all this stuff, and like I was very fascinated with like angels and demons. Like I'm so fascinated by like the whole like lore and the fact that there's multiple different kinds of angels and like all this crazy stuff. So I've always been like fascinated by the subject, and that's why I feel like that's what affected like my lore. But when I made my VTuber model, I didn't feel like I was like angel material. I just felt like I gravitated towards a demon. But I think maybe that was like, I don't know. I was just like, I just feel like I'm a demon. I just feel like bleh.
A little demon gal.
Yeah.
Demon energy.
Yeah, I give off demon energy, I think.
You're chaotic.
Yeah.
Very chaotic gal. Okay, I wanted to deep dive more into when you do new models, because you've had a lot of models, right? I want to know about the cost, like designing, how long it takes, like how often do you do a debut? Because I've seen some of these debut streams and they're so hype. Everyone's so excited. Like you'll show like a foot, or like, and then you show a hand
for free, a foot,
just straight up,
it's
like the
always
like the
the
model
foot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you work your way
Always start with
up,
the
and then you
feet.
show like the hips.
Oh
and then
my God.
the hair, and
You
then
know,
it's like a whole reveal.
It reminds me of, do you guys know when Sailor Moon and they like do the moon princess power and it's like it's revealing each one?
Yes.
Yeah,
literally
that's
like
giving
that.
that.
It's
Oh my
kinda
God,
like
you're
that.
giving magical girl then. Well, because your design is like inspired by Sailor Moon. Anyway, no. Go. What was the question?
Oh, just like I want to know, like when you designed your first design. Like I wish we could see. We'll probably pull them.
We
up,
can have
maybe.
Samson edit them in.
I have so many models that I I have somebody that made a website documenting every single model that I have. It's called the IronMouse's and it
Pull it
just has everything like on there. And I have a total of 71 models, but
71?
Wait, that's way more than I thought.
I know, that's a lot, girlfriend.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I have a problem. My problem is that I love art a
It's a
lot.
hot dog. There's a hot dog.
There's a hot dog.
Yeah, my friend made that hot dog.
This is so
Wait.
cute. So you love the color pink?
Oh, your models are vastly different.
They
yeah,
are.
they're very
Like the
different.
style and the shape and everything.
They all have a common design element, which is I have to have pink and purple hair, I have to have horns, and I have to have like bells on because that's a part of my lore. And so I figured like it's okay if I switch art styles as long as you can still tell it's me.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. There's
Oh
a general-
yeah, you could look at that and be like, "That's Iron Mouse."
Yeah, there's a general theme, and the color palettes are all matching up, like the purple and
Yeah, yeah.
the pink. Yeah.
Purple, pink,
So how
black.
long does it
you know.
take to build a new model, and how often do you release these, and what are the costs behind it?
Okay. Well, the cost vary greatly.
Answer all three of these at one time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go.
It's a lot. It's a lot because it's like so. I kind of like. I feel like I've been criticized by people because people say that I have too many models and I'm always changing my outfit. And I've had a couple of people vocally express their unhappiness with me as to why am I always getting so many models? Because sometimes I get
What's the
a new
problem?
model like every 2 to 3 months, you know. But it's like at the end of the day, it's my money. 2,
Mm-hmm.
I'm supporting
Exactly.
artists in the community. 3,
Exactly.
yeah, and it's just like 3, I don't go out. I don't go outside. I don't have a social life. So this is like my entertainment. My entertainment budget goes to my models, basically, because I don't go out on
Exactly.
Really
vacations. I don't go out on
It
trips.
is.
You know? So it's like I've had a lot of people just talk a lot of shit because they're like, "Oh, she's always getting new models and blah blah blah." And it's just like,
But what's
support
the
your
problem?
artists and
Yeah,
shut up.
you're supporting
Like
the
I don't
artist community.
understand why that would be an issue, anyways.
I don't understand that either.
I don't know. People just I don't know. People just like to go.
Maybe they don't like change.
Yeah,
They
they don't
don't.
like change.
That is true. A lot of people
Or they
don't
have
like
a favorite
change.
model that you have that you don't use anymore.
Yeah.
It's really
it's a lot of
interesting.
nitpicking.
It's interesting to see my community and how there's like sections that have their favorites. That's why on the website you can see there's like a rating on all the models, and like you could put a little heart on like your favorites, and you can see which ones are the ones that people really really like. Right now I have to say the most popular one, unfortunately, is Worm.
Worm?
Can you pull up Worm?
Can I
Wait,
know,
I
right?
saw Worm during the subathon.
Yeah, so I have a Worm model.
Wait, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
I don't know why people like it so much. But it's really cute, and I like to go in it when I'm feeling like kind of weird, you know?
Feeling kind of
Hey, when you're
wormy.
just-
Yeah, when I'm
Wait,
feeling
so
wormy.
Which one's your favorite model?
Oh yeah, what are like your
Well,
top 3 favorites?
Let's see it.
I can't say.
Ah, damn.
I like them all equally.
Aw,
it's
You know
that's
why?
fair.
You know why I
Imagine,
can't say
yeah.
it? Because I have a huge amount of respect for all the people.
The
because it takes a
artists.
That's
lot.
so
It takes
true.
a lot.
That's true.
Oh my god,
So
that's
if
so
you
true,
don't
Mousy.
know about, well, I mean, I'll tell you about the process of VTuber, like making a VTuber model. So I commissioned somebody to make the model, but it's the artist that makes the model, and then the artist has to basically cut every section of the art into pieces, and they cut out the fingers, they cut out the arms, they cut out the hair, and then somebody who rigs the design, they go piece by piece and they add like movement so that it tracks to my body movement, and it takes
It's a lot of work.
hours
That is a lot of
upon-
work.
It's
Holy
a lot
shit.
of work. It is a lot of work. It's hours upon hours of work, and it's very expensive. It doesn't have to be very expensive. Everybody has different rates and stuff, but my models go on the expensive end because I just like a
Ooh.
lot of movement, and I like a lot of like different expressions, and I
It's
just
so
like
fluid.
a lot.
Yeah.
it's fluid. There's very expressive. I mean, you're blinking, smiling, blushing, angry, just doing the whole shebang.
Yeah.
The hair
it's
is
so
like
fluid.
water. Like it's just flipping
I
around
have like
and
this
stuff.
one, like I think my most expensive model to date is like my demon goddess model, which is like she's like this dommy mommy type model with huge boobs. She's like, and what makes her so expensive is like her skirt has like flames, like animated flames coming off of it, and I have like a halo like circling around my head, and it's like a lot of crazy stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy how far technology has come. Because when I first started, it was so like my first model was so stiff and just like flapping the mouth, like open close mouth, and I had like auto blinking on. It didn't even track my eyes. And the technology just wasn't there. And like in less than like a year, things just like exploded. I feel like COVID had a lot to do with it because everybody was home, and there was a lot of like artists like working on stuff. And all of a sudden, like VTubing like exploded, and the art community exploded even further regarding in terms of like VTubing. So now it's like there's so many incredible things that you can do. I've seen so many insane models that do like insane things that I just never thought would be possible before. But it's always changing, and it can get a little pricey, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Speaking of doing the impossible, you did a live performance on stage at the Streamer Awards. I was there. I was front stage and center. My table was there, and I was baffled. First of all, by the fact that you was doing a live performance, and secondly, your duo was Connor, which blew my mind.
Wait, actually?
CDawg was performing.
Wait a minute.
Is that not
He's
true?
Booby. He's Booby. That's not Connor.
Dude, I was gonna say because you performed "Cry for Me," right? Yeah. And I was like, CDawg sing that?
Oh,
sorry.
No, there was. Dude, I read so many comments. People were saying that was Connor. So people are.
Yeah, people were
confused. See,
this is confusing it. Yeah, because people just make up rumors about everything.
Okay, tell
that
us
makes
about
so
the
much
performance,
sense.
because I'm uneducated, clearly.
VTuber fans, cover your ears if you watch this episode. If you're listening, VTuber fans,
Oh
cover
my
your
God.
ears.
Am I hurting? Did I hurt?
No, it's okay. Because it's basically that's the joke. It's the elephant in the room. Booby is played by Connor. It's true. He does his voice. He's the actor behind him. But we normally don't talk about. We don't talk about that.
Wait, is this sacrilegious?
But like everyone knows.
This is sacrilegious.
Everyone knows, but it's like an open secret.
Like, that's Connor. That's Connor. And I was
Connor's
like,
CDawg, right?
yes. And so I was okay. So
wait, that's him
like
singing?
taboo to say it.
It's just like a running joke in my community that like nobody says it, and like it's become such a joke because like Connor has like a Booby like Twitter account, and he like responds to himself, and he like talks to himself back and forth as like Booby and as himself. It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Wait, that's awesome.
That
I
is
didn't
awesome.
know that. See, we're gonna be interviewing CDawg when we go to Japan next month, and yes, his episode will come out a week after Mouse's comes out. So we're actually filming this a month previous. Did that make sense? I don't even know. But I'm gonna bring this up. Like I am curious about. Well, I don't want to like break any taboo stuff, you know. So maybe we shouldn't bring
You
it
didn't
up,
know.
but
It's okay. You didn't know.
I didn't know, but
okay.
like I literally thought it was a public thing because
I'm gonna be
everything
honest,
I read
like,
about
I don't
it was like,
mind.
oh, that's for sure.
I don't mind talking about it.
Yeah.
But because to me,
you
it's
do?
like
Okay, okay.
Booby is like his own entity. Like, so
Yeah.
it's so funny because Booby came about before I met Connor. Like, I had this idea in my mind because I wanted a mascot for myself, like a mascot character. And we made, I got a mascot character made. And then I was looking at the mascot character and I was like, what if mascot character was human and not creature? So then I ended up getting commissioned a model of like, not a model of art of Booby if he was like a demon, like a humanoid demon. And I was just like, what if I get somebody to play him? And then in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, I'll find somebody to voice act Booby and I'll pay them and they'll come and they'll be him. And then I met Connor, and that was around the time that we met.
So it happened before. This is
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh, that
lore.
is.
It's crazy because I already had everything with Booby like out already. Like he was already a thing. He was like a creature. He was a person. and
It's
I
like
was
you
just
manifested
looking.
him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was looking for somebody to play him, and then that was around the time that I met Connor. And I remember when everything when we hit it off and we became like best friends and stuff. I asked him. I was like, hey, do you think would you be interested in maybe like being Booby? And he was like, sure, fine. And I was like, okay. And then he's just been he is Booby now. So
That is
it's
the most
him.
wholesome
That
thing. I'm
is.
shocked to hear that you created this character before, and it's like literally like meant to be. That is so exciting.
It is. I feel like it was meant to be, and it was just. It's just so he plays him so well, and it's just such a cool, fun dynamic because it's like we have very good banter, and it's really fun. I feel like it made the performance really fun to have him there, and it's like
Yeah.
that's why I always release at least one song with him. We have 3 songs together so far, so
I was gonna ask about that for the "Cry for Me" song. You guys wrote that together?
no. Listen. I'm dumb.
No, you're not.
No,
I'm
you're
dumb.
not. You are a smart.
You are
smart.
I can't
girl.
write music. I can't. I just don't have that gift. And everybody's like, yes, you do. You do. I could do like joke improv comedy songs like on the spot when I do karaoke, but I can't write songs like seriously because I just don't. My brain just doesn't work that way. So I have a very talented person that writes songs for me. Her name is Hala, and she's incredible, and she works so hard, and she's written all of my songs. I'm actually putting out an album. It was supposed to come out on my birthday, but unfortunately, I have a lot of like personal things going on right now, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing it back. But she's written all the songs on my album, and she's just so talented, and she wrote "Cry for Me" for me and Booby, and I think she gets our dynamic. Like she gets us.
Yeah.
Yes,
gets the
she gets you
vibe.
guys.
She gets the vibe. She gets everything, and it just works out so well. And I think all 3 of the songs that me and Booby have done have just been so special and so great. And he's so good. He was very adamant about never singing, never doing music, and I convinced him to do one song, and we've been doing songs ever since. And I think he's really good at it, and I just wish he would take it more seriously.
At Booby. Is Booby, right?
Booby.
Part of
Yeah,
me is
Booby.
like, is she saying Doobie or Booby?
Booby. His
It's
full
Booby.
name is Beelzebub. So he's Beelzebub. He has like a really long name. It's
It is
really
a long. Yeah, I like this nickname. It's very cute.
So you said
Yeah.
that you have this woman that helps you write it. Obviously, when it comes out, you resonate with it. And I was listening to "Cry for Me," King and Anarchy, and I was wondering if you're a sadist.
Oh my god, you like went deep.
I did.
She
I
Loki and
can't.
Dommy Mommy.
Yeah, she's a dominatrix. Like, are you a dom? Like,
Am I do I give off dom energy? I don't think
oh,
I do.
absolutely.
Some of your models, sometimes it's like, oh,
You do.
I don't know,
I
Mouse, you gotta
do?
like that.
Yeah. You,
I feel like I'm so like sub, but I don't know.
Most of
don't-
the time, yeah.
no,
most
but
of the
those
time.
lyrics, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
this
y'all,
song specifically was like, whoa.
you guys are spicy. So
Well,
what
yeah,
was the
because
inspiration?
we're like we're like the king and queen of like hell, and we've come down, and we just want, we want everybody to know.
Asserting
we want
dominance.
everybody to
Asserting
just,
dominance.
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
We want people to have a good time and party with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Partying with the demons in hell.
That's
I would
so
love that.
Cute.
Oh.
So your album, you said you have an album coming out soon. How many songs? Is
Yes.
this your first one?
This is my first album. I'm really nervous because I've never done anything like this before. It's
Really?
kind of
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably comforting knowing because you do these live performances like on stream. Like I've watched. It's so when you sing your Disney songs and like just these like catchy songs and you just that have IronMouse on one monitor and she's just doing karaoke and everyone loves it. People just love your voice. So
Yeah,
it's probably
too.
comforting knowing that people are very excited for it. How many songs are gonna be on it?
I think it's right now we're at like 13 or 14 songs. I think. It's
Wait, that's a lot.
That is
Yeah,
a lot of songs.
It is a lot.
That's
It is a lot. I'm an ambitious girl.
It's because you're a Capricorn girl.
It is
Yeah.
because I'm a Capricorn. You
That
think
is
Yeah.
so true.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe the whole zodiac sign stuff. Because
Oh.
every time I read like a Capricorn thing, I'm like, this is not me. Do not put me in a box. But every time I say that, people are like, that's such a Capricorn
So
thing
Capricorn
to
of
say.
you. That's so Capricorn of you, though.
I
Like,
mean, there's also the moon, the sun,
Yeah,
the
there's a moon,
Gatorade,
sun,
the
yeah.
retrograde,
Oh,
the
yeah.
stars, 47
Well, I don't know my
degrees
Gatorade.
that is
northwest.
true.
There's a lot of things, but it is kind of funny because like when I read Capricorn stuff, I'm like,
That's you.
I'm to a T, just
A workaholic. You love to be
I am a
comfortable.
workaholic. Shit.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are a workaholic, Mousy,
Yeah.
and I see it in you.
It's pretty bad. It's bad. My
No,
parents
it's
are like, you need to
not.
take a break, and I'm like, no.
No, it makes me happy because work probably makes you happy, like being able to stream, talking to your community.
Well, it does, but also like, I think of it this way. I've lived so much of my life like just laying in bed sick, and I feel like I've missed out on so much stuff that I feel like I have to catch up on everything, and I feel like I only have this one chance to just do everything that I want to do now, so I have to take it before it's too late.
I just got chills, like actual goosebumps.
I know.
I'm so proud of you for like just overcoming this. How do your parents feel about it? Like, what was it like explaining VTubing to them?
Yeah.
They still don't get it. Like, well, my parents are both like old. They're like older. They're older. They had me later in life, and they don't really get it. It was crazy explaining to my mom when I first got my first paycheck, like where the money came from, because she was like, "What is this?" Because the first thing I did with my first paycheck was pay my parents' bills. Because that was like the first thing I did when I first started making money. The first things that I did was I paid the bills, I paid off my mom's house, I got us a new place, and
oh my gosh,
I just did a lot of things for my parents. I won't go into too many specifics because it's very personal, but I did a lot, and because in my mind I'm like, man, my parents had to put up with so much shit because of me for so many years, and like my parents couldn't retire because they had to keep on working because of my health issues, and there was just so many expenses, and we were struggling for so many years. And I just think about all the shit that I put my parents through, that I was just like, man, now that I'm making money, I'm gonna spoil my parents until the day I die. And that's what I've been doing. It's just basically been me spoiling my family and taking care of my family, because I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to take care of my family because they spent so much energy and effort and time, and my parents didn't really get to live their life because they were so dedicated to like taking care of their kids, that it was just like I have to do it for them now, because it's my turn to step up, and it's my turn to be there for them. And it was very hard explaining to them, hey, so I do this, and my parents don't really get it. So my mom, whenever she talks about like what I do, she's like, are you doing your little show on the computer? Are you having
Not your little show.
She calls it my little show, and she still doesn't she's like, oh, so how many people are watching your show? Like 10 people, 100 people, and she's so cute. It's so cute. But and it's like now it's like I'm making more money, and she gets very worried. She's like, is this okay? Are we gonna get in trouble? Like, what?
She's doing something illegal.
She's so like scared, but she's also very, very proud, and it's hard. Like, my dad's sick right now. I'm going through a very difficult time with my dad. It's pretty intense. It's affected a lot of it's affected me emotionally a lot, and
I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, thank you. It's been hard. I wish I could go into specifics when we're not recording.
No, you don't. Yeah, don't even worry about it.
You don't need to say anything about that.
Yeah.
But
Whatever you're
it's
comfortable with.
personal.
It's
And
personal.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. But I'm trying to spend as much time with my dad as I can while I still can now, because it's pretty tough. But it's crazy for me to see my dad he's been doing a lot of resting, a lot of sick in bed, but my dad has become like an iPad kid. He's become a little bit of an iPad kid because he's in bed all the time. So he'll be on his iPad or on his phone, and I'll hear my voice like ringing through the house, and he's like watching the VODs of my stream, and he's watching my clips and stuff. So at first he was just watching my clips, and then he learned how to like watch VODs, and he learned how to use like Twitch, and it's so cute to just see him watching my stuff from time to time.
Now you
And
got me tearing up.
it's so
That's
sweet.
so
It's so
freaking
sweet. He's so
sweet.
proud, and it's like my dad doesn't have. My dad like he has some issues like with communication, and he's been like you know, very ill like recently. But it's like I was talking to my sister. My sister's like, man, every time I talk to dad, he always says how proud he is of you, and I'm just like, oh, that just
Oh, that's so sweet.
that's the best. That's the best feeling in the world.
God,
Yeah.
that must
Oh,
feel
you're
so incredible
crying.
that you can like give back to your parents, because I relate to that entirely. You know, like they,
Too.
you know, when they put so much into trying to take
Yeah.
care of you, and they,
Mhm.
even though like the family's so broken and there's so many issues and stuff, they still try and like support it. Like my father, before he passed, he also didn't know what I did. I could not explain streaming to him. And so just hearing you talking about your parents like that, like they just love you and you're giving back to them in the way that you can, which is so sweet.
I'm trying my
glad that they're
best.
supportive of this,
Yeah.
because it is probably so difficult to explain, especially
It
to the
is.
older generation.
It's
Of
really
course,
hard. It's really
yeah.
hard. And it's like my parents are from a generation where it's like they don't know what it's like to take a break, and they don't know what it's like not to work, and they don't know what it's like to you know, so it's like my mom is like they've just been working like their whole life and doing everything that they can for their family, and then the stress of like having like a sick child in their life, and it was just like it was a lot for them. So I'm more than happy to just be there and just do what I can to I'm I had to like force them to like to enjoy their life basically, and just be like, guys, I got it.
Make them take a break.
Yeah. You know, it's like my mom to this day, she still worries about like like money and stuff, and she worries about like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, Mom, calm down. I've got it. I've got everything.
She
You don't have to worry
she
about
became the sugar
any-
daughter. She said, "Mama, please, I got
I've
you."
got it, Mom. Just relax. She
So
goes, "How can I
Capricorn.
relax?"
I know, right? So nice.
She's just like me for reals. I love that.
Aw, amazing.
I just want to be there for them forever.
We covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mouse, is there anything specific that you wanted to mention before we wrap up?
Oh, I don't know. Donate plasma. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, donating plasma.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Please, Mousy, please tell us more about plasma and the importance of plasma and how it can help people.
Plasma is very, very important because it helps with a lot of conditions that fall under the primary immune deficiency disease umbrella, and they help people like me stay alive, and they help people like me be able to interact with our families and be able to just basically be a functioning member of society. So don't forget to donate plasma because it's very important.
Oh, she's got that speech on
Yeah,
lock.
she does.
We
It's very
actually,
important.
Lisa, it is very important.
It is.
We wanted to do a really special thing today, and Lisa called 4 different nurses. We wanted to donate plasma on the spot here, but we just could not get
Oh,
a
no,
nurse.
I was-
You have to go to a center.
was
Yeah,
so
we can.
difficult.
Yeah, I was calling a bunch of people and I'm like, so do you do mobile services for plasma? And they're like, girl, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because
We
you
should
I'm like,
still
have to go to
go
a
in.
center.
we should
like-
still go in.
Yeah, you have to go to a center because they basically like strap you up to a machine, and they're like they take your blood out, but then they separate the blood. They separate the plasma from the blood, and then they put your blood back in.
Yes. Yeah, it's a whole
Oh,
thing.
I didn't know they put the blood back in.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole
it's a
thing.
whole thing.
So is it like I'm surprised they give you the blood back. Like
Yeah, but
It's
then
yours
I think
to keep.
yeah, but then they take out the plasma format. Yeah.
They
Oh.
separate.
let's go do that field trip.
I know.
Let's
Let's
go
just do that.
donate
I'm
plasma.
so down for it.
Yeah,
Literally,
we wanted
I'm
to
so
surprise
down.
you with that, but it was just too difficult to have them come.
I've got some good
surprised.
veins for that. Yeah. What's yours?
No, usually they miss my veins.
Oh.
But like I don't mind getting blood withdrawn. It's not a big deal.
Either.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna record it, Mousy, and we're gonna send it to you. Thank you so much, Mousy. You are such an incredible person. Your story is incredible. You're inspiring. Everybody loves you. Everybody should love you, or they should die. And I'm just so grateful. Oh my God, we didn't even get to talk about the rendering thing. You did the stage thing. This is your first time doing this kind of 3D format, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
yes.
true, it's
so
true.
this is like the future.
This
This
is the future. We were here first.
We were here first.
The
We got
Iron
Mousy
Mouse
here in the
Times Press
flesh.
ESC. Yeah.
in
Exactly.
the 3D model
It's
form.
true. It's true. Put it in the record
But
books.
I'm sure
This
we
is the
can
first.
see you in other places in the future, just more and more 3D, and soon you're just gonna be a living entity, like in the flesh.
Soon I'll be a hologram, just like walking around.
Straight up.
Yes. That'd
Okay,
be
when we
so
get to
cool.
that technology, Iron Mouse 2.0 episode in like 15 years,
Yes.
hologram episode.
For sure.
A
Yeah.
hologram right there.
Oh
That'd
my
be
God.
incredible. Okay, please be sure to check out Mousie's new album that's coming out.
Mhm.
Twitch.tv/IronMouse. She's always live on there.
Yes.
Always live. And
Yay.
thank you, Mouse, for coming
Thank you
on.
so
No,
much for
thank
coming
you.
on
Did you
Press
wanna-
Escape.
Thank you for having
Is there
me.
anything? Yeah, no, thank you so much. Is there anything you wanted to say before we close the lights? Because we
Yeah.
usually walk off, but you won't be walking off.
Oh
with us.
yeah,
We'll just
I
shutting
won't be
off the TV.
walking off. I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of
Yeah,
my
you
life.
sit there and look pretty.
Sit there in the darkness.
I'll just disappear in the darkness. Donate
I make such a
plasma
mess.
and watch me on Twitch if you want to.
Yes!
Yay!
All right, thank you, Mouse.
Thank you
Love
so
the wrap.
much. That's a wrap.
Bye.